Okay, so now we've let that cool down a bit. You're going to notice that it's still a little bit of tackiness to the touch, but that's to be expected because this resin that's inside of this wax, it cures over a period of time. So as a few days go by, you're going to feel this getting harder and harder. So don't worry so much right now about the fact if you think, it's too soft. It will get harder as days go by. All right. So what we're going to do now is figure out how we want to mount this if we're going to use this on the cover of our journal. Now I have a few examples of what I've done. I took a book cover and I simply attached this to the front and put some twine and some twigs and whatnot and just tied this, put a little bit of glue underneath here, and on here I used fabric tack and just set that on there, and I put quite a bit, so I let that glue dry for at least a day before I played around with it. So what you could do with this, a number of things. You could, if you wanted to do a ring bound journal, you could just put some holes, you're ready to go. Another way of looking at it is if you had a larger cover and you wanted to stack that on top of that, and that would look pretty cool. You could, let me see, I have some papers here. You could maybe put some papers, some pages, behind here and stagger them out. Sort of what I call the messy look, which I love the messy look. And then that creates another layer and some more dimension. Another way you can work with these covers is what I did with this one. And I just got some papers like these, the pages, did some sewing, and then put a piece of lace here on the bottom. And this would be all ready to go. You could either do a hidden spine journal in there, or you could punch the holes and you can sew your signatures in that way. But that would be all ready to go. Another one that I did is I put it on another cover to a book, and then did some more embellishing and went more for like the Asian theme. Again, this one, you could mount it onto a larger book, or just put the holes in here, or make your own binding and create your own spine. For those of you that already know how to do that, that's pretty simple, and you could create your book that way. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use this board that we're making, but let's see what we end up doing with the one that we are working on. I went over to in my box where I have some covers, and I found some green ones because I thought green might look kind of cool, and that's what that would look like. But then I sat this down and then I put that on top of it, and I thought, well, who says we have to use the outside of the cover? Look how the inside, how cool that looks. And I think it'd be kind of cool to use the the inside of the book. You don't have to use the front side of the book. So that's an option there. Then I saw this one, and when I try to sit this in there, look how cute. It just surrounds it perfectly. I don't think I would add anything else to that. I would leave it just like that. So that's another option. This has a more rustic kind of look because it's pretty pretty worn there, won't you say? But I like that too. You could always put some lace across there, or if you had some cheesecloth would look pretty. Lots of different options. Then I came across this one and I thought, wow, that looks really cool, don't you think? I don't think I'd do too much more with that one either, actually. And this was, oh, this is the back to that other book that I like that color. This one's big enough that you could put some other kind of trims around it, whether it's book pages or fabric or, you know, whatever you wanted to do with it. There's plenty of room. And that would be a neat cover too. So, you know, it's just a matter of what you have. And if you don't have anything and you end up wanting to make your own cover, which we'll do that in a bit, then you have that option too. If you scoot that up, you don't have the words, you could put something down here. So lots of fun things you can do. Lots of fun stuff. So you just go looking through your stash and see what kind of books you have, or before you start doing it, maybe find napkins or collage that will match with existing books that you already have. That's another possibility. So there's a lot of fun ways we can go with this. So with the first one, I'm going to finish it off with one of my existing book covers. On the second one that we do, we're going to make a cover from scratch. For those of you that don't have books, or you don't want to tear up your books, or none of your books match. So I have to decide which one I want to put this on, and I just keep gravitating toward this. I really like it. And I mean, it's so simple because I don't really have to do anything to it. I do think I would like to tie something around it just to give it some added dimension. Let's just play around with it. This is what I do. I play around and then sometimes I go, nope, don't like it. So let's see. Let's see if this speaks to me or not. And we may just say, forget it. But let's try it. You know, you never know unless you try it. What did I do with my scissors? They're right here. Here they are. Don't panic. Okay. Let's see what we think. Oops, went around too many times. Okay, so maybe if we put that I think I want to wrap that a couple of times. Let's see. Let's put that up there. It may not end up where I want it. Maybe I can scoot it down a little bit. I just want some weird looking knots there. Again, just to give it another layer of texture. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't, well, at least we have scissors to cut it off. I've done that more times than I'd like to share. Okay, I kind of like that. And then maybe I can spread those out a little bit. Alright. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's do that twice. 2 reasons. It makes it thicker and less likely to fall apart. Okay. Now let's see how that looks on there. I think it's kind of cute. I don't want that there. Yep. I like it. And then, let's see. I just love these little tags, and I think it would look kind of cute with a date or a time or the name of the flower or something like that, and then have it hanging from there somehow. And I think that would just kind of set it off. So what do I want to put on the little tag? I don't know. Let me think about that. Do I want to put there's got to be something I want to put. Let me see. I have a little. No, this is all too big. Maybe a little stamp. Let me see if I have a cute little stamp that will go with that. Okay, I found these small little stamps, and I think it will look cute on here. You know, it has the floral theme. I haven't used them. I actually just got them the other day. So this is perfect. Let's see. Ooh. That right there. Where is my mat? Ah, here it is. Whoa, it's so tiny. Runaway stamp. Alright. I know, my blocks are dirty. I'm naughty. Let's stamp this right there. out some of the numbers. So let's go this way. Aw, very cute. I'm sure you can't see what that is, but it's just a cute little flower with some numbers. And let's see what I want to put on the back. Boy, these are tiny. And on the back, I don't think that will fit, but let's try anyway. It says floral. Oh, it did fit. What do you know? What do you know? Boy, you drop these, you'll never find them. They're so small. For that reason, I am putting them back in their packaging, because who knows. All right, that was quick, that was easy. And of course, all that's a little distressed, so we don't want a lot of white stuff, at least I don't. Okay. Oops, a little white, too much white right there. That's good. And I'll just put it like that. Whoa. Sure, Rosemary. That's not holding. It's too tiny. Okay. I call that cute, and I think I call this one done. What do you think? I think so. Yes, I do. All right. So I'm going to let this cure a little bit more. I would say, you know, another couple of hours, a total of a few hours from when you stop, you know, putting heat on it. And then we'll mount it. The reason I want it a little drier is because we're going to have to hold this down with something, and I don't want to have indentations where I don't want them on the encaustic. So from the time you stop using any heat on it, if a couple of hours have gone by, then that's pretty good. And then we'll go on to the next stage of how to mount this on your cover. Okay,